Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess if you guys are new here. Today we're gonna have a whole weekend together. I just got done with my run. I did a 5K this morning with one of my friends and then we got coffee and now I'm headed back home. I'm gonna shower, get ready for the day. Today we only have a few plans, so this was number one, was I needed to run. And later today I'm going to dinner with another one of my friends. We're gonna have sushi because it's her birthday when I leave for Europe, so wanted to make sure that she felt celebrated and all of that. Plus, she just got a new job. I actually met her at work and she was part of a layoff like 2 years ago and she just got a new job. Yeah, I'm just very excited for her. So I thought that we could just kind of celebrate all of it. So I want to do sushi tonight. I don't know what time it is. Did I already say that? I don't know. But we haven't confirmed a time, but I'm sure it'll probably be somewhere between like 6 and 8. So we have a good chunk of the day to just like hang around, do whatever we need to do. It's 10:20 right now. I have a new episode of Love Island it releases at 1:00 p.m. but if I wait until 2:30 then I don't have to watch with ads, so I might just wait and do that. And in the meantime I want to do some reading. I want to do a bunch of editing because I really want to get ahead so that I don't have to bring my laptop here with me. That's the goal. And then Sunday I have no plans so far, so I think that what I'll want to do with my time is go over to maybe like a store like Target or TJ Maxx or Marshalls, what have you. I don't know which one yet, but I want to find a couple of things for travel. Like I need a smaller container for medicine because I need to be able to bring medicine to Europe with me, but this is the one that I always carry in my bag and I think it works, but it's a little bulky and it has like everything that I could want and need, but again it's a little bulky and I think when I leave I'll really only need Tylenol. I just want to get like a smaller thing because I intend to just bring this bag. I also want to get like little caps. They have like these silicone caps for like your small travel size tubes of like shampoo, things like that. I just want to get a few things. I think we'll do that either today or tomorrow depending on how motivated I'm feeling and like what else I have planned with Ryan and all that kind of stuff. So for now let's just head home and then we'll get a few things together, shower, get ready, all of that. I've had 2 coffees so I'm kind of like wired right now. I forgot that I had the other coffee before my run. Okay, let's head home and shower. Ay. Okay, well I'm gonna get on it.
Alright, I hope you have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Alright, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, it's so much later now. It's already 12:45, but my sister called me earlier and she is part of this nonprofit and they're trying to make new t-shirts and she was like, the t-shirts that they have are like this, and she's like, this is not cute, in the sense that like if it was an event that everyone just is like wearing the shirt, fine, but if you're like asking for people to buy a shirt for a fundraiser, they're not actually gonna buy this or want it or whatever. So she asked me like, do you have any ideas? Would you mind mocking up a few things? I came up with a couple and they're like super quick sketches, but I wanted to show you guys. This is the first one. I did green because I don't know, I just think it's like my favorite color and I feel like it would be pretty on a shirt, but it's supposed to be kind of like comic strip vibes, and then it would have different things about community on there, like whatever she wanted, but that's sort of the first idea. And then the other one is this one. I thought this one was kind of fun too, just like a bunch of people in the middle. We could probably add more people too, but yeah, just kind of fun. Was doing that for a little while and it took me a sec, but now we're done and Ryan is just coming home. He was skating. I've been watching TV while I've been doing that, so I didn't really do much else. He's now crying. I don't know why he's crying. I tried taking him outside. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to play. Like he just sits there and cries sometimes, and I think it's probably because he wants a snack, but he does not need one. I confirmed with my friend that tonight we're gonna be meeting up around 7ish to go to the restaurant. We're gonna go, there's a couple of different locations, but we're gonna go to one in Burbank just because the parking there is a lot easier as well, and usually things in like the area of Burbank that we'll probably be in are like bigger and like there's more room for things, which is really nice. Right now I'm just kind of feeling lazy. I don't really feel like doing too much, so maybe we'll continue to watch TV or read, or I don't know, maybe see what P wants, because he's definitely just sitting here crying, just standing there. That's kind of all I have for updates. So I'm hoping that my sister likes them. She, I think, is at Home Depot right now, so she hasn't answered me yet, but crossing my fingers that she does. So I'm gonna go get a snack and then I'll see what P wants and we'll see what else we get up to today. You guys, I've been actually so lazy today. I've done close to nothing. Ryan came home from skating, and because I hadn't seen him since this morning, we kind of like just chatted for a little bit. I watched a bunch of stuff on YouTube, then I watched Love Island, and then I watched more stuff on YouTube, and now I'm here. Like, I just don't know how we got here. It's already 4:30. I've done actually nothing. So I think tomorrow will be a much more exciting day. I'm not sure, like, I feel like I am not really into my book right now either of the books that I'm reading. Currently reading 2 books. One is Say You Swear, and one is Summer of Broken Rules. They're both romance books, and I think that maybe that's part of it. Like, I'm not usually super into romance, but I kind of was like not feeling anything that I was reading, so then I just kind of gave up and I was like, whatever, I'll just choose a mindless book that I've had on my Kindle forever, and it's fine. But I think I'm only like a couple of chapters in to my main book, which is Say You Swear. I haven't like given it much of a chance. I guess actually both of them. I'm about 2 chapters into them both. So I was kind of trying to think about what I want to do before I head off to my friend's dinner at 7, and I think that maybe I'll just read a little bit because I haven't actually read. This is crazy for me, and you guys who always watch this channel know I haven't read in like 3 days, which is unlike me. I don't think I've read since Wednesday, and it's Saturday. I did listen to my audiobook this morning, but I haven't physically read. So I think I'm going to go grab my Kindle and try to read for a little bit, and then hopefully that'll inspire me to keep reading, or if I'm like really not into that book, then I can change it up again. But I at least want to like get a little bit of reading time in, because if I only watch TV, then I'll kind of feel lazy. So let's at least do that. It's kind of warm outside, so I was going to sit outside, but then I came immediately back in. P's also been enjoying it inside. Like, he was napping with Ryan, and now he's over here. Yeah, I think we're kind of just like having a really lazy day. I don't know how the time has passed. It's already 4:30, and I'm like actually mind blown about that. So hopefully we can like kind of reclaim the day a little bit. Alrighty, in true me fashion, I am running late, but I did just straighten my hair. I need to pick what I'm going to wear. I do think that I want to wear this top again. I haven't really worn it too much, so I think this will be fun. I don't really know like the vibe of the place that we're going to, so I don't want to be dressed down too much and then, you know, wish that I would have worn something different. I know that this looks good with black jeans, but I think maybe it would look good with a blue jean too, so I think I'm gonna try this on. All right, let me go change and then put on my makeup, and then hopefully we'll be just in time and we won't be running late. All right, I think it works. I'm gonna do my makeup really fast. I didn't do anything. I said I was gonna read, and then I still just watched YouTube. I've like really done nothing today. I mean, I ran, but then I went to coffee with my friend, and that was literally it. And that's when we started the vlog, and I've done nothing today. So we're gonna have to definitely do stuff tomorrow, because I feel like I've been in the house for too long, and not too long, like it feels relaxing, but more that like, I feel like I've wasted my day weirdly. But this is the outfit. I feel like this has lately been my go-to top when I like go someplace a little bit more out. Then I chose to wear it with blue jeans, which I haven't really worn with this top before. I usually go for the black jeans. I'm gonna have to pick what shoes I want to wear, because I don't know what it's gonna be yet. But let's go put on our makeup, and then we can finish getting ready. My friend's gonna be here at 6:40, which is in 10 minutes. All right, I changed my mind because I wanted to wear these mules. I need black mules, so I changed the top. I don't love it with this pair of jeans, but it is going to be what it is today. It doesn't matter, it's just dinner. So I'm gonna head out. I think she's here, and let's go have some sushi. Hello you guys, I am back, and I wanted to show you a few things that I got. So we went over to the sushi place that my friend really liked, and then when we were over there, we were in like the Burbank area, and there was this like little craft area there, and so she was like, oh, let's walk through it, which was really fun because we were also super full from dinner, and so it was nice to just kind of like get a little bit of walking in. But we saw these little smiskies, I think is what they're called. We were actually talking about like Labubus and Sunny Angels and all of that, and we were like, we don't really understand it. But then these, we were like, okay, we can kind of get behind these because they're like kind of goofy and they're always like doing weird things. It was so fun because it's just like a mystery package that you open up. While we were doing it, we were like, we get the hype. And so this is the one that I got. He's like holding a little plant. I don't know if you can see because the light is like shining right on it, but he's glow in the dark too. So we both got one because I'm going in office more often, and she just got a job. She was like, we can both put them at our desks, and then when we're like not feeling like doing work, we can remember that we're both at our desks. And so our little smiskies can chat telepathically together and just say like, hey, your friend is working too. So that's cute. And then when we were walking out, I saw this little guy, and I was like, these little sunflowers are so cute, but especially this one, it's on a spring. And so it just like wiggles. I think that this thing is so cute. It's just so adorable. So I was like, I'll also put this in my office. We're going in office again on Thursday. So I'll put them both in there. And then when I work 2 days a week, I'll have little things. This was only $10. I felt like that was a pretty reasonable price. New decor for when I go back in office. I'll try to show you guys what my little setup looks like when I go there. It's always a little awkward because it's work, so I don't usually film in the office, but I do want to show you guys what I end up setting up. So hopefully I can. But I'm gonna go take off my makeup. I'm gonna put this in the office area. Ryan and I are thinking about maybe going to a cafe in the morning, the one that I always get the good breakfast burritos at, which would be nice. Currently I'm so full that right now I can't even think about the food that I'll eat in the morning, but I do think it would be really fun, and I'm kind of trying to like do more things with friends before I leave, just because I don't know, or just like even with Ryan before I leave, because then it just gives me a reason to get out of the house a little bit more. Like even this friend that I saw today, I feel like I haven't seen her in a little while. When was the last time that I saw her? It might have been even like a couple of months ago, which feels like a really long time, but I feel like leaving is an excuse to see more of your friends, so it's been kind of fun. She is having like a proper birthday celebration soon where she's going with some friends on a boat, but a couple of friends had to end up backing out, and so there's extra space, but it's literally the day before, like Sunday before I leave. So I told her I can't commit right now, but if I'm like all packed, then maybe. Either way, it was very enjoyable tonight, and I'm glad that we went out, and now we're just getting ready for bed. This P's ears flapping, if you're wondering. Hi, bug. I've been looking for a new necklace with the letter P on it because the one that I had broke. I was also looking at the little craft fair for one of those, but all of the ones that I saw were like, they were gold, but they were like kind of big and they had like diamonds all around it. Don't cry. So it just wasn't for me. All right, I'm gonna brush my teeth, change my shirt into something a little bit more comfortable. It is 10 o'clock now. Wow, it's already so late. I don't think I'm gonna go to bed yet. Maybe we'll like read our book, watch TV, something like that, but I'll probably just see you guys in the morning when we go to the cafe or whatever else we do. I think we're going to the cafe, but if we don't, I'll still say hi to you guys in the morning, so I'll see you then. Good morning, you guys. It's Sunday and we're already out and about. We both slept in by accident. Well, kind of. Oh my god, a coyote. Coyote. Wow, they're big.
It's like pea size.
No, he's bigger than P. Oh,
Oh.
he was scared.
He said, what was that?
Anyway, yeah, we both woke up at 9 by accident. I woke up at like 6:30, tried to read. Then I was getting really tired, so I went back to sleep because Ryan was passed out. He accidentally stayed up until 3 a.m. He didn't wake up until around 9 either. Anyway, so we both showered and just like ran out the door because we were like, we need to just go and do something at this point. So we're heading over to a coffee shop. I do that a lot and I never noticed until I started editing. We're going to a coffee shop and gonna get some breakfast. Ryan actually already made coffee, but he's gonna get breakfast there and I'm gonna get a latte and breakfast. I could really use the latte right now. Yeah, after I don't know if we're going to do something else. We're kind of just gonna like see how we feel, but I do at some point today want to head over to a store to look at some of those like travel essential things. And that's kind of it. So we're heading over and I'll see you guys in the coffee shop. I'm back at home. Ryan and I had a really fun time just kind of like going around the city. We went to a coffee place and got burritos, which were so good. And then we went over to Burbank because there's a street that has like just like the weirdest stores, and so it's so fun to pop in and out of. It's like a lot of vintage stores and like costuming stores, because if you guys don't already know, Hollywood is not where Hollywood is, if that makes sense. So like Hollywood, like where movies are actually made and like studios and all of that, they're actually in Burbank. So Burbank has all of these like very fun, cool stores surrounded by like, for example, there'll be like a costume store that like, it's not like Halloween costumes, it's like tuxedos, like really nice dresses, like all those kinds of things, and they're like for costuming for movies, but you can also just like as a regular person go in and buy stuff. There's also like really fun vintage stores and like places where you would get things for like timepieces if you're making a movie. So it's just like a really fun street to just walk down and stroll around because there's a lot of like different things that you wouldn't normally see. So we did that and that was really fun. And we were going to run over to Target because I need to go, but we got kind of tired. So we just decided to come home and now we're here. Ryan's taking a nap and I'm trying to debate. I might actually buy some of the things that I needed from Target online instead because I'm also like very tired today. I just made myself another coffee. I've been needing 2 coffees a day lately. I want to get a few other things for the office as well. For example, I want to get, let me just show you guys. I want to get these cups for the office because I think that they would be really nice. It comes in a pack of 4. So basically I could bring one to the office, but then I would also be able to just like leave one there and then that could be like my water cup so that I don't have to keep bringing a water bottle. I also don't really want to leave a water bottle there, so something like that could be nice. And they don't have a pack of 2, but something along those lines. I also want to get compression packing cubes. I really like the packing cubes that I have, but I also kind of feel like they're not compression-y enough for being able to actually like save space, if that makes any sense. So I think I need to like look around for something like that. So I need to get a few things. I'm trying to decide if like I can find enough of the things online that I might not even go to Target, because sometimes Target, it like depends on which one you go to and like what their travel section is like. And if I just like happen to go to the wrong one, which I did last time, then it's like kind of a waste of a trip. So if I'm already tired and not wanting to walk around, then it might not be worth it. But if I'm feeling up for it later, then maybe I will. So we'll kind of just like feel out how we're feeling. I am actually going to read because I haven't read in a while and I feel like it's just kind of like not, I feel like I waste time when I just watch TV and I really miss reading. I feel like even though it's still passive time, I'm actually doing something. So I think I'm going to pick up my book. This one is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, but I also just downloaded 4 Past Midnight, which has been on my Libby list for a really long time. I keep just like pushing it off and pushing it off, but I decided to download it finally because even though it's basically 4 short stories, but they're not actually that short, the whole, all 4 of them together is like 900 or so pages. But I think that it could be kind of fun because they're different stories, so at least it would like hold my interest, just like kind of episodic, I guess, so it kind of switches it up a little bit here and there. And I was reminded that one of my favorite movies of all time is Secret Window, and it's like loosely based off of the second book in 4 Past Midnight, or the second story. Secret Window, Secret Garden, that's what it's called. So I want to give that a shot as well, but I want to first start with Say You Swear just because I'm already into it and I don't want to read too many books at one time. So let's just hang out, have some coffee, read for a little bit, and then we'll kind of suss out what we want to do for the rest of the day. Okay, actually before reading, I quickly just like looked up a couple of the things that I was looking for. I found compression packing cubes on sale for $8 for 4 of them, which is great. And then a little travel set for my medicine, which is great. They're like tiny little ones like this. A little 4-pack was $5, which is perfect. What else did I get? Oh, I got the silicone covers and then those cups. The silicone covers are like this. So basically you can put them over anything that you're bringing on travel, and then it just like makes it so that the lid doesn't pop off, which I personally really like because I have these like shampoo cover things, or like the travel size shampoo bottles, but like for some reason the lids just like don't close. So I always have to like tape them shut and then like put plastic around them. So I saw these at Target, but all of the ones at Target, for some reason, the packages are always like open and like ripped open. So I have never bought them. So this is gonna be perfect. Can just make sure that nothing spills. Then I have my cups too. So honestly, everything will actually be here. It says between 5 and 10 p.m. except for the silicone covers. They'll be here on Tuesday. None of this stuff is urgent by any means. It just like that was when it was gonna come. So we'll be able to also unbox a few things with you guys. I'm hoping that the compression cubes are like good because they were also the cheapest ones that I saw. And I wanted to buy something a little bit cheaper because I already have packing cubes. So I didn't want to spend $30 on packing cubes. Anyway, now that that's done, now we don't feel pressured to go to Target. So if we want to go out and like go walk around a store, we still can. But if not, we don't have to. And I feel like a weight is lifted. Hopefully all the stuff that I got is good. And now we actually get to read. So let's sit down, just hang out and read for a little bit. As expected, I just took a nap. I knew I was gonna do it at some point. That was like an intense nap. I was reading and Ryan is watching The Sinners. We haven't seen it, but I'm not a huge movie person. I've told you guys that before. But as I was reading, I just totally passed out. So I feel so much better, so much more awake. It's only 3:30 actually right now, which is nice. It feels nice and early for some reason, or it is nice and early. For some reason, it feels like 5 p.m. I keep checking the clock thinking like, oh, P needs to go on his walk. o'clock, but it's literally so early. I'm having a little snack right now, and then I'm gonna actually get to some more reading. I read like 2 chapters, but I was so tired from, I don't really know what. Like, I feel like I've been just like really tired lately. Something else that I want to do at some point today before the day ends is there's like a lot of surfaces that just are cluttered, and I need to clean them off. Like, I want to tidy up the place because I only have 2 weeks left until I'm leaving, and I just like, I feel like everything is kind of everywhere. So I want to get things together a little bit. I have like stuff in the living room. I have stuff on this little surface over here. I have stuff in the surface in our bedroom. Like, I kind of have things everywhere. I know Ryan has a few things in a few places, but I would feel better if at least my stuff was taken care of. So I'm gonna read a little bit more, like actually for real this time. And then we'll clean off some surfaces, kind of tidy up, and then hopefully our stuff will be here. I haven't checked Amazon yet, but it said between 5 and 10, so it'll still be a few hours, but then we can do some unboxing. All right, we read for a little bit and we got to chapter 7, so a couple of chapters, but now it is 5 o'clock. I was also like partially watching the movie with Ryan, so it's kind of like doing a little bit of both. And we're gonna head off to a park. This has become one of our Sunday activities, is we tend to try to go to a park to get P out of the house a little bit because we don't always get to on the weekdays. So Ryan's just getting the car ready because he has to like put up the like seat protector for P. And I'm getting his harness on, right buddy? Ready to go to the park? He's very excited. So let's get his harness on, or he has his harness on. Let's get his leash together, or we're gonna head out, go to the park. Does it ever amaze you guys how quickly Amazon packages come? Because I still can't believe that I ordered this stuff today. Oh wait, oh there it is. So we went to this park, like I showed you guys. It was so pretty. I feel like we forget about that park often, but it was really, really nice. I liked it. And then we came back and I did a little bit of editing. Need to do some more, but then I started watching a video and now my packages are here. So first and foremost, I got these. They're just little like medicine containers. The one that I have, I really, really love, but it is a little big and I want to bring my smaller bag. And this one is just like perfect for popping in my bag. I think what I'll probably do is still bring that larger one, so I have a couple of things separated, and then I can bring this like as like the day thing, if that makes sense. But because I'm prone to headaches and nausea, I do usually bring Tylenol and Dramamine with me literally everywhere because I just never know. I also got these compression packing cubes. They're, funny enough, in their own compression thing, so let's open it. I got the cheapest ones, so I kind of didn't care what color they were, and they actually ended up being white. But I think these will be perfect. So I mean, it's kind of like a suitcase if you think about it. They're originally this big, but then this part zips up to be like that. Ryan was suggesting to me that I do like a little trial run of packing, which I don't think is a bad idea. I don't know that I have to, but I do think it might be kind of nice. I'm hoping that everything will fit in these packing cubes and in my backpack, but we'll see. And then last but not least, I got these tumblers. Let's open this up. My toxic trait is that I will open Amazon packages without grabbing any kind of scissors, and so I just sit here and like try to rip tape open. This is like intense. So here's like an example, and then I can just have this at work. I'm actually excited too because this comes with a little straw cleaner, or actually 2 of them. And I wanted to leave one of these straw cleaners at work so that I usually will wash stuff at work so that I don't have to come home and wash it and like have coffee sitting in a cup all day. And we don't have one of those at work, and I only have one here, so I didn't really want to bring it to work, but now I have 2 extras, so I can sacrifice one of them. All right, well, fun. Those are all the things that we got. I'm gonna put this stuff off to the side. I'm actually very excited about these. I think these will be a lot more successful than my current packing cubes. I feel like whenever people buy packing cubes, there's always like that learning curve of like realizing that compression ones are the way to go. Okay, before it gets too late, I actually need to start to put some of the things away that I said that I was gonna put away. So let's start in the living room. I'm just gonna quickly, like, did you guys ever watch? Oh my god, what was that show called? Something with Lunette the Clown. I'm forgetting what it's called. Big Comfy Couch. Oh my gosh. Big Comfy Couch had Lunette the Clown and she used to do 10-second tidies. I live by that. So we're gonna do 10-second tidy, which just basically means like a really fast cleanup. So I'm gonna start in the living room and I'm just gonna go room by room. Anything that's like on a surface that like in theory could be put somewhere, I will put somewhere. If it's something that I'm like unsure of or whatever, anything that like doesn't quite have a home yet, I'm gonna hate myself in the morning for this, but I'm gonna put it on my desk. And then I will have like a couple of things on my desk tomorrow that I must deal with. Let's start. I have some shoes here, so let's just put those away and we'll get everything else taken care of. This stuff needs to go. Actually, I have a few clothing items I need to decide on, so I'm gonna put anything that needs to be decided upon in this Trader Joe's bag. Then I can actually just like reach for this, get to it, and then we can decide if we like or don't like. I think that'll be a better solution. This is Ryan's record actually, but I'm gonna put this in the record area. It's one of his new ones that a friend gave him for his birthday. And also one of my friends let me borrow this. It's like a travel towel. I'm gonna bring this with me to Europe, but I'm gonna just put it in the Trader Joe's bag for now. Not because I'm gonna obviously return it, but more because it just doesn't have a place. Let's quickly work on the bathroom. I have a bunch of like random clothes that need to be put away. I don't like to put my clothes in the hamper unless they're like right side out, because then I know in my head, anything that's in the hamper, I can just toss immediately into the washer. But sometimes I'll come home late and I won't feel like undoing all of the clothes. And then I'll just like put it on the floor or on the top of the hamper. And then I end up with a mess. So that's done. The last place is my desk. So let's just quickly clear this off because Ryan's playing music, but it got very, very messy. Okay, that all goes there. Oh my gosh, easy. All right, well that's done. Let's go put the leftover stuff where it belongs. And put these packing cubes where I have my other ones. I feel honestly way better about packing now that I have those. We have some more dirty laundry. All right. All that stuff is put away. Wow, I feel so much better about this, honestly. But I did get really, really hot. The only things that I have left on like this area are a couple of things that need to go into the garage and then some paperwork for P's vet. I think that's it in terms of like cleanup. Let's just like take a quick peek. All of this is good. This is actually Ryan's Kindle, and then that's just the rest of the stuff that just like lives there. This is all good. I just need to take this, but I actually filled up the water. And then in here, I'm working in here still, so I do have a few things, but this is all like the normal stuff, but nothing over here anymore. That just needs to go outside. Hello, P. What are you up to? I already told you guys about this area, but it's a lot cleaner than it was before. We have this clean, which I feel like never happens, and the desk is as clean as it can be for right now. Anything else I'll deal with in the morning. That actually came from my pants. I need to fix them. Everything else is just like sticky notes. That's that for cleanup, which I feel a lot better about now. So I think I'm gonna finish the video that I was watching, and then other than that, we're kind of like done with everything that we wanted to do this weekend. I feel really successful about having purchased those things on Amazon and not having to go to the store. Yeah, I just found that I was like trying to go to Target a couple of times and wasn't finding the right stuff. And I feel like a lot of it was way cheaper on Amazon, which feels really nice because I'm trying to not spend too much on a lot of these travel things just because it can really, really add up. So it's 8:30 right now. Let's just kind of hang out on the couch for a little bit longer before we start heading off to bed. I want to like kind of cool down because moving everything just made me really, really warm. Alrighty, you guys, it is already 10 o'clock. Normally I go to bed by like 9, but it's already 10. I do think I'm going to start heading off to bed. I read for a little bit and then I watched a little bit of TV and I didn't realize how late it was getting, so it is officially that time of the day. But I do feel like we turned the weekend around today because yesterday I felt like I did absolutely nothing. We got a few shopping things done. We're gonna start packing for travel soon, which is gonna be so exciting. And actually by the time you guys see this video, I think I will have landed in my first country, which is so crazy. I can't believe that I'm going so soon. Ryan and I were talking earlier today and he was like, yeah, you leave in like a month. And I was like, no, I leave in 2 weeks. I can't believe that when you guys are seeing this, I'm already there. I'm still like kind of freaking out about it. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but it has truly been so long, like over 10 years since I went international, that I think that between not having gone in a long time, going by myself, and having to pack so few things, it's like a little bit terrifying, but also so, so exciting, and I honestly can't wait. Anyway, with all that being said, I am going to start heading off to bed, getting ready. I need to put all this stuff away now because I was just hanging it out here and now it's a little bit of a mess. So we have to clean that up and then we're gonna head off to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it to this point of this this video, please consider subscribing. It really helps out my channel, and that is all I have. So I'm so excited to share so many bits and pieces of my travel. I plan on vlogging everything while I'm gone, so you guys will see everything, or a lot of this stuff at least. Like, I'll try to bring my camera everywhere that I can, but that is all I have. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.